Morning. Oh, well, it's been a while. Good morning, everybody. Um, we are back and live with the show, and nobody knows it. This is a surprise show, so I'm not sure what kind of a live audience we'll have this morning, but I trust that you will all see it later on. Um, so yeah, so we're here. Um, New show. I wasn't going to start any of this until May, and just decided yesterday to offer a free masterclass in May, and then decided that I would come on live and talk about that this morning. And I also have a kitten behind me here. We have new kittens, and she is absolutely fascinated by the computer and the mouse and everything that has to do with being online. So she may walk across the screen. Good morning, Janet. Um, okay, so the new show. So here's what's going on with me. As of the end of April, I am leaving my corporate clients, which is why I wasn't going to announce anything or do anything new until May. And I've just decided that there's a need out there to put the show back on the air. So the masterclass, I am going to do a free masterclass in May, and Janet was just kind enough to drop the link there. So if anybody wants to register for that, I'll talk about that in a second. You're welcome to do that. It's limited to a certain amount of seats, and if you can't attend live, you will get the recording afterwards. So here's what's going on. I'm leaving my corporate clients, and I'm going back into just serving solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business people, and regular people, and also women. And in a professional sense, in strategy, right? So not coaching, strategic consulting. So if you have a project or you want to get something done, I'm the girl for that. If you need somebody to hold your hand to keep moving things ahead, you know, then that's me. If you want a regular coach for like life coaching stuff, I know plenty of excellent people that can get that done for you. So the name of the page has changed to The Working Strategist. The whole mom thing, I'm still a mom. I'll always be a mom, but Antonio's grown up now and he's 23 and he has his own successful business. And to work under that mom name just didn't seem to fit anymore. I really see out there, being out in the field for 36 years doing business, I see that what people lack the most is a strategy to move forward. They lack figuring out, they have all the answers. They can't figure out how to put everything together and get themselves unstuck and moving forward. That seems to be a difficulty that I'm seeing in professionals, in women, in professional women, in businesses, in small businesses, and even mid-size and larger businesses. But my sweet spot is sort of the solopreneur, entrepreneur, and the mid-size company. So my new site is being built and it's not even done yet. And I wrote a new book and it actually is up on Amazon, but I wasn't even going to announce that yet. And I wasn't going to announce the new show. It wasn't going to do any of that until April 30th, May 1st. On April 30th, I'm having a lunch. I'm hosting a lunch in Boston to launch the new strategy firm. So everything is ready, getting ready for that. And then yesterday, two things happened. One, I saw a young lady, and maybe some of you caught the post. I saw a young lady that I care about a great deal who's building a business. And she made a video for her business. And she did not present herself well in appearance and just how she was put together. And the content was good. However, if you were one of her target clients and you were watching, you may not have stayed on because they're selling a high-end product and she was not looking at herself as the brand. And I think that most of you are not realizing that you are your brand. I don't care if you own a business or don't own a business. You are your brand. You are a brand. And people think something about you. And if you are out there creating relationships with people for your work or your career or your kids' PTA or whatever the case may be. Um, you are, people are thinking something about you. You're putting a persona out there, and it matters how you present that. And then I had another conversation with a very good friend of mine, and we were talking about her first quarter bonus, and I was asking her some questions. And she told me that they just assign her whatever, like a bonus or a raise, and she's never told like what that bonus is based on, and so there's no way there for her to know whether it's going poorly or well during a quarter, right? Because it's just like whatever they say, however they make it up, and it's not based on a performance piece or sales that she's bringing in or relationships that she's out there creating. And she's, we talked about how she feels about that, and she's very grateful for what she does get and all of that. But that conversation sparked a different consideration on my side. Um, I'm going to be 57 this year, so I'm almost 60. I've been out here for a long time doing this. I was doing live shows 10 years ago. I started. So that was before it was even cool, before TikTok, before Instagram Reels, before all of it. I've been here the whole time, and I'm still here. And you're still probably not going to see me on TikTok. I do have an account. I tried a couple of videos, but it just isn't me. I don't really care for it. Point being, I've gone through a lot of things, and when I was coming up in business, there were no women's groups. There weren't great professional women's organizations. I help and am involved in the Boston Business Women's Group, which is fantastic, a fabulous group. Christina Miller created it. She offers a lot of support. She's got 50,000 women in it, and it's just a fantastic membership to belong to. And so, although I don't feel compelled to create a membership with my brand, that's never felt like what I wanted to do. I will begin now to create some opportunities to work with me in a group setting. And you will be able to purchase a strategy session with me or a package of 3 strategy sessions. And the Teachable School will be up as the strategy playground, and you will be able to get free resources there. So on the Teachable School will be all free things. It will be free digital downloads and some free short recorded courses. And my particular strategy is to do the show every week and to just put out there into the world what I'm doing and help as many people as possible. And then I'm trusting that all of you who have gotten value from this page over the last 10 years and are continuing to get value will share my brand and the work that I do. And that there'll be clients that want to work with me for their small business or their particular personal project or whatever. So I'll continue to show up here for free, and you will be able to continue to get free resources from me. And I will also start to do a free masterclass. I'm not sure if I'll do it once a month or once every 6 weeks. We'll see how it goes. So Janet was kind enough to drop the link in the comments. I created a masterclass based on the conversations and things that happened yesterday. I recognize that people and women are not necessarily good at recognizing their value and asking what they're worth, right? Asking for what they're worth. And I also recognize that I see this a lot again with the brand thing. People don't recognize or see themselves as a brand. You are a brand. I don't care what you do. Even if you're staying at home and caring for your kids and taking care of them, you are still a brand. You go to the grocery store, you drop your kids at school, you interact with the teachers, you show up in the world, and you show up in the world as something. And what I want people to recognize is that as you look at yourself and consider yourself a brand, and then I want you to consider, what message am I delivering when I show up? What am I saying with my appearance, with my presence, with my attitude, with my demeanor? What am I saying? What am I bringing out into the world? Listen, right now, the world is a crazy place. And I'm not going to get into all the things because you know I don't do politics and religion. So we're not going there. What I will say is there are a lot of people whose lives are being upended by all of the things that are going on in the world right now. And here's what I know for sure. You can control you. You can control you. You can be in charge of you, right? And you can be in charge of how you show up, okay? So we've got people are going, I guess people are realizing I'm live and they're texting me, sorry. You control how you respond. I talk about this all the time. I feel like I've been talking about this for 10 years. You control how you respond, right? You don't have to react. And Christy's asking me, like, what is your brand? Your brand is, okay, when I say McDonald's, you think golden arches. When I say Starbucks, you think coffee. When someone says Christy, what do people think? When someone says Michelle, what do people think? When someone says Noelle, what do people think? Your brand is your legacy, how you show up in the world, how you treat people. Your brand is what people say about you after you leave the room. That's your brand. Okay? Because when you show up, you either add value or you subtract value, or you're net zero. That's what happens. When any of you show up in a room, that's what happens. You either add value, you subtract value, or you're net zero. In other words, nobody even knows you're there. You're not doing any harm and you're not doing any good. Okay? How do you want to show up? And this isn't about shoulding on you. I'm not saying that you should be a particular way. What I want you to understand is that you are a particular way. You show up and people think something. So make sure that you're controlling that messaging. And that's what this free masterclass is. It's called Unapologetically You, and it's speak up, show up, and get results. Okay? So number one, I'm going to give you some keys to negotiation. How in this masterclass, I'm going to teach you 5 points how to get what you want in your life. I'm going to teach you 5 to 7 points about branding and about you recognizing yourself as a brand. And then I'm going to teach you 5 points about clear communication. Okay. So it's a 60-minute masterclass. It's on Zoom. It's free. Seats are limited. You can scroll through the comments here right under this live, and there's the link to register. Janet was kind enough to drop it. Also, if you go to the bio in Facebook or on Instagram and click the Linktree link, you can get to the registration for the course there. In that link in my bio now on Facebook and on Instagram, you can also get to all the different things once everything is live. And the book is up on Amazon. There's a new book. I have the proof right here. I just ordered author copies, so they're not even here yet. It's called Life in the Sandbox, 7 Ways to Move Forward. In my traditional fashion, it is short. You can read it in a sitting. It is designed to make you do something. I'm so tired of people complaining about the state of their lives and not doing anything. This one is written a little differently. This is actually 7 points to drive you forward in your life. And there are actually action items at the end of each chapter. Okay. So I am now in my work. I am pushing you forward. We're no longer just going to talk about things and like give you tools. I'm going to start asking you, what now? What now? What are you going to do about it? What now? Because action is your ally against fear. I posted something about this morning. Also, it's me posting on the big Facebook page now. Okay. Kim is helping to build the strategy playground page, which is the page for my company. I still have the Apply Happiness page. We're not really doing anything with that. So the working strategist is me on Instagram. I am now verified on Facebook and Instagram under my personal name. They picked up my big Instagram. So that is actually under my name, Noelle Federico, and has the moniker the working strategist. And that's where most of you are already following. There's about 47,000 followers on the Instagram account. And here we have about 1.4 million people following the working strategist. So when you're seeing posts on the big page now, it is me personally. It is not AI. It is not somebody that works for me. It is me. If you have something to say, please, feel free to comment. I am looking at everything. Don't have time to answer everything, but am making a concerted effort every morning to create a new post. I am not scheduling things out, pre-scheduling, by the way. I am actually doing live. When you see a post go up, it means I just sat there after I get up in the morning and had a sip of coffee and created that post. I very much want to keep my own energy on my brand right now and probably going forward. What I'm going to ask of you is if you like the brand, if I've added value to your life, point people to the link tree. It's scrolling along the bottom there. Point people to the Facebook, point people to the Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm everywhere. We're on Twitter, X. We've got a channel on YouTube. It's everywhere. I want to work with the people that want to get something done. I want to work with the people that want to create change. I don't want to work with everyone. I am not for everyone. Those of you that have followed me for over a decade, you know this. I am not everyone's cup of tea. And I'm okay with that. What I want is for the people that actually want to create change in their lives, the people that want the help, the people that know that they have the components of their business or they have the components of their life and they just aren't sure how to put it all together. The new logo is a puzzle. And my whole theme is that you have all the pieces, right? And strategy is how do you put them together so that they fit and that it works and that you end up with the whole puzzle instead of just a bunch of pieces that don't fit together. So that's the whole push on this strategy, on my pivot to strategy. I'm done listening to people whine and complain. I only want to work with people that want to move forward. And I want you all to start to think about yourselves as a brand. You are a brand. And that's really the message this morning. You show up in the world. Wherever you go to the grocery store or Walmart or Target or Neiman Marcus or wherever the hell you go, wherever the hell you shop, you show up, you say something. When you show up, how you show up says something. If you roll up in your hoopty and your car is filled with garbage and when you get out, coffee cups go flying, that says something. If you show up and you look meticulous and you are on point and you are looking to add value to people in the room, that says something. If you show up and you hide in the corner and you don't want to talk to anybody, that says something. Make sure that the message that you are delivering when you show up is what you want to be delivering. Okay? And by the way, I don't care how people feel. I care about your feelings in that I'm an empath. I'm also a double Reiki master, just FYI, and I'm a closet Reiki master healer. I'm a very spiritual person. It is not what I lead with. I do not sell my healing work or any of that. Okay? Be advised that I am aware of all of that. I work with energy. I understand that realm. It is just not what I choose to do for my business. So don't think for a moment that I don't understand all of those things. Your feelings matter in that you have to express them and let them up and let them go. Your feelings don't matter in that it's a reason for you to stop doing whatever you need to do. Okay? Layla Hermosi, I love, she's coming out with this thing. She's like, F your feelings, follow the plan, stick to the plan. I love her and Alex. They're young, they're sharp, they're smart, and I like her a lot. She's right. F your feelings, follow the plan. If you don't want to get stuck in the minutia, stop acting according to how you feel. I've been pushing myself to work out 5 days a week. I never feel like it, ever, never. Maybe one time, maybe one time during the week I feel like it. It doesn't matter. I'm doing it anyway. I know that to drive my strategy consulting firm forward and to drive everything that I'm creating for you guys, to drive that forward, that I have to be very disciplined in my actions right now. Okay? So your actions matter. What you do matters. How you show up matters. All of that matters. And I would love for you to come to this free masterclass that I'm offering. It's going to be May 14th. It's 10 to 11 in the morning. I recognize not everyone can make it live. It's going to be a Zoom and I will record it. So if you don't make it live, you'll get the recording. But the only way you're going to get the recording is if you sign up. I launched this yesterday mid-afternoon and it's already half full. There are 50 seats available and we are already halfway there. So if you want a seat, you better run and register and hurry up. The link is in my Facebook bio. The link is in my Instagram bio. And Janet Burton was kind enough to drop it here in the chat because Tracy's doing something else this morning, so she's not with me on the show. Listen, the new show is supposed to start in May. I'm starting it now. I'm here. I'm back. I'll be here. We're all about strategy. I've got a new book. You can find it if you go to the Linktree link on the bottom or in my bio on Facebook or in my bio on Instagram. You will find the link to all my books, Life in the Sandbox. You'll see some promo stuff about it towards the end of the month. I am having a free workbook created, and that will be a free resource for you. Once you buy the book, you'll be able to go over to the Teachable School and download the free companion workbook. However, none of that is ready. As I said, I was not planning on launching any of these things until April 30th and then May 1st. And yesterday, I got so aggravated just seeing that, like, people need help and I'm just sitting here and I can be helping. So here I am and here we are. I actually have a small coaching group to lead this morning. There are like 6 ladies that have traveled with me through time for 7 or 8 years, and I offer this one tiny small coaching group for them once a month. And that is the only place that I do coaching. You will be able to, I am going to be creating a development program that I'm probably going to run one in the summer, and it will be 6 weeks. And what I'm going to be saying to people is, while everyone else is taking it easy during the summer, you could actually be fine-tuning your skills to move your ass forward for the second half of the year while everyone else is taking a break. You can take a break and work. These people that say they take the summer off, like, I don't take time off. I go on vacation and I still do work. I do whatever and I still do work. You know why? Because I love my work. And when you love your work, when you're passionate about something, it's not work. And what I'm passionate about is helping you move forward. That's what I'm passionate about. Okay. So I just jumped off the cliff. I left my corporate clients. I walked away from some high dollar retainers to just now figure it out with the strategy stuff. And so I am asking you if I've added value to you and you like what I'm saying and you can't personally afford to work with me, one-on-one or in a program situation, please share the content, share the show. There's plenty of free stuff. Share the link for the free masterclasses. I will keep doing free things, and I will intend that you all will share, and we will bring the crew that wants the help. I've been out here in the field for 36 years. I've been here a long time. It's no fluff, no bullshit. We're talking about clarity. We're talking about results, and we're talking about driving people forward. Okay, I have 6 minutes to get a coffee before I have to lead this group. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I will be here next Saturday. Go and register yourself for the free masterclass. What do you have to lose? You'll get the recording and it will give you some pointers that really can move you forward. Okay, see you soon.